to speak with you today. I'd like to start by expressing my sincere appreciation to all of you who have generously invited me and my family here this week, and for all the hard work that's been put in to make this convention such a great success. The memories made here in San Antonio are truly ones I will never forget. I had the great pleasure of meeting several of you at yesterday's meet and greet and the other convention events we've had thus far. I'm continually inspired by your commitment to serving our great country through community outreach, advocacy for the safety and well-being of children, supporting our veterans, and creating opportunities for exchange and friendship within our own communities. Your core values of family, community, and love for country resonate with me as a young adult, and I look forward to supporting and defending these values through my future work in education. I'd also like to recognize a few people. First, I'd like to thank my parents, Will and Ann Liu, who have always been there to guide and support me. Steering me on the right track and encouraging me to dream big, work hard, and live by the important values of empathy, honesty, and integrity. Thank you for your endless love and support and for being here today. Next, I'd like to extend my gratitude to Ms. Shirley Lashmet, Mr. Doug Graham, Ms. Patty Meyer, Ms. Tracy Edwards, and the entire South Orange County and California Nevada District Exchange Clubs for supporting my entire Youth of the Year journey and for making this process such as seamless as possible. Thank you so much. And then finally, thank you to all of you for being here today. I look forward to sharing a bit about myself with you and hopefully getting the chance to meet as many of you during our time here. Finally, a bit about me. I recently graduated from Woodbridge High School in Irvine, California this past June, and I'm looking forward to attending college in the fall at the University of California, Los Angeles.
Go Bruins!
I'm sorry for all my USC fans out there. Where I plan to study business economics and international development. With my degree, I hope to serve our great country in several capacities. I'm genuinely curious about a career in intelligence at the CIA or working in international relations at the State Department. In either case, I hope to promote America's national security interests at home and abroad. I recognize the challenges we face today, from foreign affairs to the economy to the rapid advancement of technology. And in order to meet this critical moment, we must learn to work together, lead each other, and find common ground. The essay I will be sharing with you all today centers on the values of diversity and inclusion, something that is becoming increasingly relevant and debated in today's society. For me, diversity and inclusion are more than just buzzwords. They're the foundation of my goals as a student and as an aspiring public servant. As a people, we must learn how to leverage the unique experiences we each carry, whether that be our cultural backgrounds, our childhoods, education, and more, in order to bring about innovative solutions to tackle the generational defining challenges we face today. We must be mindful of how our solutions impact individual groups and what the long-term effects of our decisions will be. These are hard questions, but they require honest answers. And with all that to do, the essay I'll be presenting is based on the prompt: how has the increasing emphasis on diversity and inclusion impacted American youth? Growing up in a multicultural family, I have been raised to appreciate the diversity of every individual and the unique experiences they share. I see storytelling as a beautiful part of life, and I deeply value each person's authentic testimony and how past experiences have shaped and continue to shape their beliefs. My generation has an advantage in leveraging diversity for change and advancement because it is something my parents' generation did not quite have. Growing up in America as children of immigrants, my parents can recall childhood stories of feeling like outcasts and how they were sometimes unaccepted because of their minority backgrounds. Looking different or eating foreign foods was unpopular. Minority representation in the media and mainstream American culture was practically non-existent. They remind me of how fortunate I am to grow up in a time where diversity and inclusion are viewed as important topics and a social responsibility each of us holds. It is a time for us all, especially my generation, to act upon this gift and embrace diversity and inclusion as a powerful tool for change. For me, diversity and inclusion are more than just creating spaces of equal representation. It's an opportunity for youth to dive deeper into their own cultures and histories to challenge and confront biases and misconceptions, and in the process gain a deeper appreciation for the communities around them. Diversity is recognizing and celebrating the unique beauty across ethnicities, socioeconomic status, abilities, religions, and more. Inclusion centers around embracing that diversity and leveraging it to strengthen communities by bringing about equity, change, and healing. In a world that is becoming rapidly more integrated due to technological advancements and globalization, sparking conversations about diversity and inclusion is paramount to fostering unity, conflict resolution, and finding success. Especially in this digital era, my generation can harness the power of social media as an influential platform to encourage respectful discourse online and increase understanding of differing viewpoints. In my junior year of high school, I discovered UC Irvine's Diversity, Inclusion, and Racial Healing Ambassadors Program, also known as DIRA. I was immediately drawn to its mission of social justice and community outreach, values that I cherish deeply. I sent in my application for the 2022 to 2023 cohort, and a few weeks later, I was selected as one of my high school student ambassadors. As I entered UC Irvine's Pacific Ballroom with my clipboard in hand, ready to learn, the first seminar on race and culture became the catalyst for a transformative journey. Over the next 6 monthly seminars at UC Irvine, I connected with other high school students and faculty across Orange County schools, UC Irvine professors, faith leaders, and regular citizens from different socioeconomic backgrounds, ethnicities, neighborhoods, and more, who were eager to share their stories with young people. Throughout these seminars, my appreciation for diversity grew, and I began to realize that there are more similarities across communities than what divides them. For example, one of the Muslim imams emphasized that fundamentally most faiths uphold the same values of good character, justice, and service. These encounters showed me that community solidarity and unity are best achieved through when we listen, share, and understand each other. Following the seminars, our engagement extended beyond the circle of participants and into our school community. With my school's cohort, I channeled my insights into action by developing a school climate survey where we gathered student views on academic curriculum, school improvement, and belonging. The survey was distributed to over 1,000 students in our high school. And this past spring, we used the survey results to organize a 5-day on-campus intercultural week in February, where we spotlighted various international communities from Vietnamese to Persian culture. We featured several cultural performances, games, spirit days, and art for students to view and participate in throughout the week. I also worked with our school's cafeteria team to coordinate a variety of cultural food offerings for students to enjoy, from Mexican tamales and Korean bulgogi to Greek gyro salad and Indian chicken tikka marsala. Through the school-wide event, we celebrated our student body's cultural diversity and educated fellow students on the history and traditions of each. As a young person in America today, I recognize that while much progress has been made, much more work remains to cultivate inclusive environments in schools across the nation. The increasing emphasis on diversity and inclusion should encourage us to reconsider traditional modes of education and find ways to make them more welcoming and respectful of individual differences. With increased awareness of diversity and inclusion in my generation, we have a moral and social responsibility to be that vessel for change. For example, as a nation, we should encourage schools nationwide to increase awareness of cultural and religious clubs on campus, raise support for and fund projects such as Intercultural Week, allow students to provide routine feedback on current history and literature curriculums, and expand counseling supports to foster greater inclusion and friendship among the student body. When diversity is embraced, we can harness its power to strengthen communities. We even see this in nature. Biodiversity in nature results from species evolving to optimize their unique, specialized adaptations for survival, while in the process creating a beautiful tapestry of different plants and animals. Ultimately, the more diverse a species is, the stronger it is. Similarly, research shows that cultural diversity in the workplace helps businesses to thrive. For example, a McKinsey study of over 300 multinational corporations found that companies in the top 25% of racial and ethnic diversity had 35% greater financial returns than their competitors. A socially and culturally diverse workforce is more likely to tap into a wider variety of skills and experiences, ultimately producing more innovative solutions. Diversity, inclusion, and my experience with the UC Irvine's DERA program continue to shape my life goals and my desire to lead others. With experience leading others in my high school through student journalism and Model United Nations, and peers in my community from Boy Scouts to service initiatives, my leadership style is built upon varied experiences working alongside students, adults, and community leaders from various backgrounds. As I embark on my college journey, I feel a deep sense of responsibility to be a positive agent for change. As my fellow Gen Zers and I prepare to enter the workforce and hold positions of power and influence, embracing the goals of diversity and inclusion will raise better leaders and build better societies. It is my hope that together we can usher in a brighter tomorrow where everyone feels included. Thank you very much.
My man. Good job. Good job. My man. Good job.